Täysin kaatu. Joo. Sinku. Joo. Okay. How was that a boost? What? IB kart. IB kart. How was Finland's? Cold. It was fun to like actually play Super Mario Kart 2-player in person instead of through retro arc. And I guess Ape 2 was there as well, but who cares about Ape 2? Hello, particle. I don't know what happened to my lips at Finruns. Like my bottom lip is like destroyed and it's like dry as hell. $12.19. That's too early. I got a ghost. Oh yeah, also the lap splits memory reading stuff was allowed for this game, so on the top left of the stream there's the lap times you can see in real time. And that's partly why I'm back to playing this game. The discussion is over. Cutting too much there. $12.14. Let me no, not that. So I got my flap on my 5 lap. 12:31, 12:00, 21:16 and 4. The lap 4 is really bad in PR. That was late. I thought that would be early if anything. Is that a top 5 time? Yeah, it's not a flap. Oh wait, I think the... Yeah, it's tied with my top 5 time and the lap display crashed. I'm using a different version than the most recent one. I should just use the most recent one because this one isn't working well. Because the version I am using, it copies your lap times to a string on your clipboard. And it's not working, because I quickly made it just before the stream. There we go. But hey, top 5 is progress. And those laps weren't too bad, it's just that my PR has a really good lap, which is my flap. But my sum of best is 100. That's right. It's not. I lied. Better? That's better. It was more consistent than PR, but PR just has really good lap 2 and a really bad lap 5. I lost some time in the opener and lap 3 was meh. It was bad. Cut too much off road. Hit the pipe. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know why. $12.13 is quite good. cutting too much off rope. Voihan vittu, tämä biisi jää mun päähän ja sitten 12-10. I think it's the best lap so far. Voihan tää on just tollanen biisi. On pakko laulaa biisi. Ja toi sopii just toi voihan viittu tohon. Juk meni leveäksi. Ai. Ja just rupeaa aina laulaa tämän biisin tahtiin 4. kierroksella ja sitten taas 1.01.70. Sitten se biisi alkaa alusta, kun menee 5. kierroksella. On kakaa. Olisi ehkä, tai no olisi voinut sä pelastaa, mutta mä luovutin. Aika paskaa. Se on PR muutes. Se on muutes PR. 101 supii. Joo. Mä ajattelin, että se viimeinen kierros meni aika huonosti, mutta sehän oli aika hyvä. Nyt se meni vaan eka kierros ja kolmas kierros vähän mönkään. Miten mulla oli niin hyvä eka kierros siinä mun edellisessä PR:ssä? Päästiin liian aikaisen kaasu. Joo. Huono. Viisyys. Aika kireet mutkat oli. leveäksi. Joo, ja mä olin liian kauan offroadissa. Vaikka se oli paska. Ah. 12.02. Pasak. Joo, nyt toi huono 3. kierros muuttui huonoksi 4. kierroksi. 4. kierrokseksi. Ai kun meni leveäksi. Se alkoi niin hyvin, mutta sit toi loppumutka meni perseelle. Kaksi on kas.
Sulla saunapäivä.
Mhm. No. Paska. Mä ajan huonosti. Joo. Itse senkin hipasta offroadia. Ai. Sieltä taas yksi. Mä sain sen 12-20 jotain kierroksen pois, mutta niin no. Se olisi 7, 11 ja 10. 10. Hetkinen, 4, 5, 10. 0, 7. Joo. Ai. Mä silti menetään 100 sekunnin tuohon ekaan kierrokseen verrattuna siihen mun vuoden vanhaan PR. Mitä vittua? Ai, pieni sieltäkin. Joo, vika kierros oli taas ihan paska. Mä sain taas 2.3 openeri. Mä oon saanut 3.05 parannusta nyt peräkkäin. Joo, vaan se on tuo viimeinen mutka, mihin me menetään 7.10. Jaa. Päästi liian aikaisen kaasu. Joo. .12.04. 12.10. Tuohon kun ei ajaa täysissä vauheissa, niin tuo on jotenkin kummallista. Mm-hmm. Liian aikaisin päästin taas kaas. Joo. Mitenpä noin kauas siellä? Mitä helvettiä? 2008, 2005, sitten 2008, 2009. Tuoli on paskaa. Tää tuoli on jotain niin... Sitä... Oi... Ja... Happy National Bobblehead Day. You have a bobblehead? For your head. I'm not a bobblehead. That's too early. Oh. Well, 4. Yeah. Fuck. I tied my flap 1200. Hey, that's a actual flap. 1195. It's not cheating, it was allowed. I got a flap. I tied my flap and I broke the flap in the same run. Legally allowed but morally bad, oh. That's a good spot to take a little break because the sauna is ready and I need to go before it cools down. Yeah. If I had went right when I was able to, then you would have come to a BRB screen already. But when I get back, do you want to VC? You can think about that, your answer while I sauna. Yeppo. I had a pleasant sauna with Hopsu. Ai ai. Why is Hopsu sauna but not the other two? I don't know. Hopsu is old and likes the heat. Also, he doesn't care about the wet floor in there, while the other two cats are scared of water. As cats usually are. Why isn't Hopsu scared of water? He's how many years old? Like 13, 14? And he's been outside a lot, so he's probably used to like rain and wet ground after rain. Hi, monkey. I have a cat who is 10 years old and has been outside quite a bit and is still scared of water. I mean, Hopsu won't like it if you like pour a bucket of water on him, but if the floor is a bit wet, or if it's, yeah, or if the floor is a bit wet, he doesn't care. Or when some water sprays onto him when I'm in the shower, he doesn't care about that. Maybe he shifts away a little bit, because it's disturbing his sleep. I don't actually know how he behaves outside when it's raining. But it's not that uncommon for him to come back wet if it has been raining. Sometimes come back wet. Right after restarting, red rain is gone. So he runs back immediately when it's raining or comes back afterwards or something. Whatever you're saying. Whatever you're saying, I don't fucking... Oh yeah, so while I was at Finrans, one of the 3 Finnish people who have done NTSC time trials of SMK was there as well, and we talked about SMK, and he said he's also gonna come back to this game. Second case, he's too far from home to get home without getting super wet. Whites and the log or something. Maybe. Sounds... makes sense. Fine. Fine.
You think that cats are creatures?
Yeah. Hog. The bot
Your
is
bot is
still
still
there.
dead.
It's
When
still
are you
there.
gonna fix your bot for real?
When I stop being lazy.
You fixed it and it was there for like a month and then it's gone again.
I mean, it's in the same situation as it was when it was working for a month, but I had to like re-get the API key every time I stream to get it up working and whatever. It was annoying. I have to like
Create a
make it
script, maybe.
use the whatever to automatically get the API key by itself, so I can just leave it running until I explode.
Aw. Until you explode, that sounds painful.
Hagrid. Ystäväsi Hagrid. Dude, I hate Windows. Ow, ow, ow. I'm just trying to.
Everybody hates Windows.
I'm just trying to increase the volume and everything stops responding and the whole operating system freezes and it's stupid.
I swear if Live Split worked on Linux, I'd like use Linux. It's like the one program that I use semi-frequently that doesn't work on Windows or Linux. I mean, there's like the freaking mobile Live Split, which technically has a Linux port, but that doesn't count.
There is also something called Moloch, whatever, but it's a bit janky. And OBS is a bit janky on Linux as well. I tried streaming on it at Finruns for one stream and then I just switched to Windows 10 because it just worked a bit better.
I don't know. I've used OBS on my Linux laptop and I didn't have too much problems.
Yeah,
So maybe it was like a combination of like the hardware in your laptop or something. And
I don't know. I guess I was just more annoyed. Well, not annoyed, but lazy about setting the settings up. I just booted it up and started streaming.
I guess like the two big things that I'm like worried about is like it for switching is like number one, I need to set everything up, which is kind of annoying. It's like I have everything all set up on my computer, whereas I'm gonna have to like reinstall Steam. I'm gonna reinstall all my games. I'm gonna have to move all like the folders and stuff, all the save data from my because I don't want to. I want to keep all my save games, you know.
Yeah.
The Nouveau.
The Nouveau?
What about the Nouveau?
You said the Nouveau.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Maybe my mouth. I'm tired. Okay, I didn't intentionally say it. I was like trying to say something, and then I didn't know what I was going to say, so I just said like random syllables.
Hi, Thompson. Thanks.
Best off luck.
Yeah, best of. But I'm on right now. You have to drive like crazy to get a sub one time here.
Great. You drive.
Do you say grape juice?
No, Craig. I said crazy. You idiot.
Well, I can't.
That one is not me. That one was you being stupid.
What? Well, I can't change my audio levels because Windows will crash.
Can you change it in Discord?
I just want to put Windows at 20 and then the TV line in at 2. But I can't. And I think I have you at... No, I don't have you at 200. I guess I'll put you at 200 for now.
Next time we I call you, I'm gonna scream as loud as possible so that you regret your decision. Like at the very start of the call.
Dude, I don't understand what Windows is doing. Okay, now it increased the volume, but only on the right channel. Okay, now it's back to normal. I'm not gonna touch it again.
No, Windows. I don't like Windows. Like every time I use Windows, I swear there's something new and janky that happens, and I'm just like, who designed this operating system?
And even the little I use of Windows 11 I use that Finn runs to like set up the stream, it was also just painful. For some reason they changed where the sound settings are, like the volume mixer I use to change my volume just doesn't fucking exist anymore. Or maybe it does, but I couldn't find it.
You know how, like, here's the funny thing. You know how janky Windows 10 is? Like, Windows 11 is like that, but, like, they intentionally added more jank for no reason.
Yeah.
And now, they're trying to force people to use it because it has AI and they want to steal all your data.
It's kind of weird how at least I don't think they did this with any of their other Windows versions where they just like try to get people off like immediately to the newest one.
Yeah.
Like, when Windows 10 came, I was like, I'll stay on 7 for a bit. And I never heard anything about you must update to Windows 10.
Until like Windows 10 was a couple years. I guess thinking about it, when Windows 11 came out in like 2021, right?
Maybe.
So it has been a couple of years. It just feels like it's been longer because Windows 7 end of life was in 2019, but Windows 10 came out in 2015. So it is like the same amount of time between the end of life of 7 and 10.
I guess.
Or 7 and 10 coming out. But I will point out that isn't a defense of Microsoft because there was a whole version between 7 and 10.
Yeah, I was just laughing at myself silently that we just skipped over 8 because no one cares.
When 8's end of life happened, I don't think anybody was still using 8. Because, like, 10 is just better. Like, there are reasons to use 7 over 10. There is no reason to use 8 over 10.
Yeah.
I was honestly expecting after the disaster of Windows 11 that they were just going to do a Windows 12. You know, kind of like Windows 8. But that's the difference between that's the difference between like the Windows 7 to 10 thing and the Windows 10 to 11 thing is there's no Windows 12 like there was with Windows 8, you know? It's like they're trying to get us to switch to a worse version of Windows. I think the only time I used Windows 8 was because I had a laptop that came with Windows 8 and I hated
Mm.
it. And then Windows 10 came out, and then I immediately switched my laptop, and it took me years to switch my desktop. I think even when I think I only switched to Windows 10 when I was forced to. I remember when I was, at least at the beginning, when I was streaming, I was on Windows 7.
Oh. Actually, I
Like
think I
even
switched
in 2017.
pretty quickly.
Like
So,
even when I think for a while I was on Windows 7 when I was until like 20 late either I think it was like 2018 when I switched. So
oh.
it was after I met you.
I think I
I
switched in
think
like
it
16 or even 15. But did it even come out like 14?
15, I'm pretty sure.
I think I partly switched because I got my PC or like new PC.
Yeah, that's kind of the reason I didn't switch is because like it was just a hassle and I had the same PC for a while, but then when I got a new PC in 2018 I switched, you know.
Hmm. Here
Yeah,
we have the
actually no,
first Corona God? I don't know.
I think is there like a separate like category for no corner cuts or something?
No. I don't know. Maybe he's just curious. I guess it's technically not the best idea to like use those off-road cuts I'm doing, and you should instead like focus on your core driving to learn the game better and whatnot. And I'm just like skipping steps like an idiot.
Well, I mean, haven't you been playing SMK for a while?
I guess. Like off and on for 5 years. So I guess technically it's a different category if you really wanna whatever, because there is the non-NBT unofficial official leaderboards, which bans all kinds of stupid stuff along with the zigzag boosts.
I was gonna say about Windows something.
The time you're losing to get the boost is even the cut. Oh really? Yeah, I guess maybe. Yeah, I don't really know what the proper lines or strats here will be. I just started playing when I got the NTSC SNES. Yeah, it's not that big of a difference, I guess. Trying the big sand cut, I don't know how you're doing. Yeah, like you do something here and then you boost through this part over here, and then you just do that. But I don't know how you build up the boost.
Say something and my brain is just not working. I just completely forgot.
Oh, hump. Just jump, hold R slide, and counter steer with the right hander to take the cut to the right off the pipe. But do I start to build the boost up from the second turn, or do I already start it from the? I'm stop. Period. That's my sentence. Do I start to build up the boost on the third corner or already on the second corner? Is what I was trying to mumble.
Whatever platform.
Platform.
I swear there's like some social media service or something called Mumble.
Doesn't sound familiar to me.
I don't know what it is. I just know it exists. Or like dating app or something.
I think Bumble might be a dating app.
I know Bumble is, but I swear there's like a Mumble thing.
Hmm. That's gonna be hard to build up a boost from.
I was going to say about the whole like operating system thing. Like, I swear the only reason I'm using Windows is because programs support Windows,
Yeah,
not because it's a good operating system. As an operating system, it sucks. It's just everything supports Windows, so you have to use it because all the programs are on Windows. But like Microsoft isn't doing anything that make me actually want to use it. It's like
yeah. If all programs worked as well on Linux, or even better, then I'd use Linux.
I mean, as it is, like right now, at least like right because of Valve gaming is, unless you care about multiplayer games, it's basically the same, if not better, on Linux. So, but like, other than gaming, most programs suck. Especially especially proprietary programs, because at least like free programs you can use Wine. A lot of proprietary programs just break under Wine.
And also, capture cards are a mess on Linux.
Oh yeah, I've never tried capture cards on Linux.
Like my
That's probably
Avermedia won't work. There is a GitHub repository with some weird script I could run to hack the driver something, but it will break it on Windows instead. So I could never use it on Windows again if I used it on Linux. I don't know how it works like that, but that's what the GitHub says. This isn't right. So. But the 10-euro AliExpress capture card I got works on Linux.
Wait, when did you get a 10 euro AliExpress?
Some time ago.
Why did you get it?
I wanted something to just bring to like Fin runs easily without having to worry about my 150-euro capture card is gonna break or I forget it there.
Or somebody steals it.
Yeah, and I can just leave my Avermedia there and just grab the cheap capture card and go.
I was just saying, because if there was any place where somebody would steal a capture card, it's a speedrunning marathon. If there was like, that's like the, because nobody would even know what it was at anywhere else. No, I doubt there's probably really many speedrunners who would steal it, but I know you get what I'm saying. Like, that would be like the only kind of person who would try to steal a capture card. I don't know what I'm saying.
Thankfully, the people in Finruns aren't like that.
Is there any Finnish speedrun cheater?
I haven't heard of any, but there must be. Like, why wouldn't there be?
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. If you want, like, I was no, I had some troubles with Windows recently. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say a long time ago, and my brain just died. What's it called? I had some troubles with Windows recently. So I was JJ wanted me to like play Minecraft with him, or accurately, he said that his friend created like a Minecraft world, and he wanted to get me to join them. But the problem was, the Minecraft world, or his friend was playing on the gay version of Minecraft. You know, not the Java edition. And you want to know how difficult it was to freaking get it working? Except, spoiler alert, I didn't get it working, but I thought I got it working. So, I tried the Minecraft launcher since I remember seeing an option for Bedrock Edition. I see the option for, and this is all Microsoft, so I can blame Microsoft for all of this because Microsoft owns Minecraft as well. So I used the normal launcher. The normal launcher says, "Oh no, you don't have the right version of the launcher. You need to get the official Microsoft version." So I download the Microsoft version, and it is a gay Windows Store app. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but Windows Store apps are super gay on my computer, and they never work. It's always been like this. Like, but you know, at this time I'm a little optimistic. You know, it's been years since I've tried installing Windows Store app. No, it still doesn't work. But it's fine because I was able to find a launcher that isn't an unofficial Minecraft launcher that isn't on the Windows Store. And that actually worked. So I was able to load in Bedrock Edition, and it like actually had my account and everything. So I thought, okay, this is completely fine. I'm gonna tell JJ that I'm gonna play, and we can play. And then I go into Minecraft. He invites me to the world or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works. It's Bedrock Edition is gay. And then what happens right after? It just doesn't show up. And I'm like, what the hell? Why isn't it showing up? Turns out, in order to play in order to play Minecraft Java, not Minecraft Java Edition, in order to play Minecraft Bedrock Edition multiplayer, you need Xbox installed on your computer. Or the Xbox app. And you want to know what? The Xbox app is also a Windows frickin' store app. So, the Windows Store has, like, doesn't even load. Like, at all. But, you know. No worries. I can just, I don't... It's like, the Windows Store doesn't even load. It's, you know, normal, obviously. But I can... There's like a million different things I went. First of all, I tried updating my Windows because I haven't updated my Windows in like a couple of years. It isn't at the latest version. Which is a security thing. But the reason I haven't updated my Windows is because Windows won't let me update it. Because
Yeah.
Windows is gay.
I had
I don't
that
know
at
if I
one
told
point.
you. Like, it... What happens is, I get to the end of the update process, and it's like, we can't continue to update, and then it just breaks, and then... I don't know if you had that problem, but that's what I had. And it has to undo the whole update. But, you know, it's been years, so I try updating Windows again, see if somehow the updater is fixed. Of course, spoiler alert, it isn't. No, you know, I'm still optimistic. There's still a possibility I can get this Xbox app installed. So instead of using the Windows Store, I find like that I like download something from like this website that allows you to download the Windows Store installers without using the Windows Store, and that doesn't work. Or I get it installed, but then when it installs, what happens is it opens up. I see the Xbox logo. It says like it says it opening, and then it crashes. And like I look up the problem on the internet. I look up everything, and nothing tells me that this is a problem that exists that anybody else has had in the past, let alone any solution to fix it.
Yeah, I totally forgot the whole Windows Store existed.
I did too until this. Like, why did Microsoft make everything? Microsoft is the only company that uses the Windows Store.
Yeah. Though I always remember about the Windows Store if I have to reinstall Paint.net because like the default installation button takes you to the Windows Store for some reason on their website.
Oh yeah, I forgot Paint.net as a Windows Store version for some reason.
And I think that's like a paid version. So you have to like find the smaller button somewhere to get the free normal version.
Don't know why. Why can't they just have made it an exe file that works like everything? You know, like no, they have to do something gay, and there's no reason for it to be gay. It's just gay for gayness sake. I'm sure if I asked Microsoft, they'd say that there's like some really important reason why they use Windows Store, but the reality is nobody else uses the Windows Store, so that reason doesn't exist. It's just like, or that reason isn't real. I guess the only thing I can think of is Windows Store apps don't work in Wine. For whatever reason.
I would even run them in wine when they're in the Windows Store.
Exactly.
Thompson, I'm not sure how I can do this with it actually saving time. Like I did it there, though I did that corner a bit wide, but I'm like a lot behind.
Long story short, I never wanted to play the gay version of Minecraft, and now I know I can't.
Whatever Xbox app requirement is really weird.
I think the whole reason why we even need to do it is because, for whatever reason, either JJ's friend doesn't own a computer or doesn't want to use a computer, so he has to play it on his Xbox, which only has the gay version.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know how to do this, Thompson. My angle is like really bad, so I don't like cut off-road at all, and I just don't save time with this. If I even get the boost. Near low one
like,
flag.
so like, really, the only way I can even think of that would like potentially solve like the weird issue that I'm having is to reinstall Windows, which is like, yay, I'm gonna do that for Minecraft. I'm gonna get rid of all my apps. If I'm gonna get rid of all my apps and settings, I'm just gonna switch to Linux. I mean, Linux also doesn't support Bedrock Edition, but I don't care. Like, I'd rather set Linux is so much easier to set up than Windows. Like I've had to reinstall like Arch on my laptop a bunch of times. Like the first time was annoying because I did it like the hard way because people say that you're supposed to do the hard way like once, but then I just use like an install script or whatever, and it's like really easy. And I keep almost all of my stuff. But I've had to reinstall it because occasionally the installation breaks, probably because I'm using Arch, because Arch is supposed to be hard or something.
Yeah, my Endeavor OS hasn't failed on me yet at once. Even though it's based on Arch.
Usually when it fails on me, it's more just like I didn't update it for a long time and then something breaks. Because I don't really use it when I'm on break.
Yeah. How was that a boost? What? Old MC1. Oh god. Why are you recording it in portrait mode, Thompson? Yeah, you're just doing the corners really tight. The third corner is a bit difficult, I think. No, I wanted to go for a flap, so I didn't cut the off-road there. It's up 12 without the flap.
Like, if I want to reinstall, all I need to do is, like... Like, I think, oh yeah, I remember now one of the reasons I had to reinstall was for some reason my, like, laptop crashed while I was doing while I was updating it, and it didn't like that. So... like, it's really not as much of a hassle. All I need to do... Like, I need to reinstall all the programs, but I don't need to, like, change any settings because all the settings are in, like, the user directory, and that's all saved. It's just the root directory. There's, like, system-wide config, but I don't really change much of that. So, like... And it's probably actually a good idea to... it's probably a good idea to reset, like, the .etsy folder occasionally, because it... anyway, because I guarantee you there's a lot of times there's a lot of like random settings that I have enabled there just because I'm trying to fix the one issue and then I forget to change it back when it doesn't fix the issue and it turns out to be bad. It's also just the fact that like installing a distribution is so much easier than installing Windows, where you have to like I don't know. Usually with like Windows, you have to like sign in with your Microsoft account, and then like you have to like go through like 10 different like loading screens, and you know what I mean, like.
You don't have to sign in if you're not connected to the internet.
Or at least on Windows 11, you need to sign in.
Oh well, I haven't installed that one. 10037 nonen. PC, oh god.
Isn't Mario Circuit 1 probably like the most optimized stage for most people's time, because like people, it's the first stage in the game.
Yeah, people have overplayed this a lot. So even like a good time is rank 300 or something. Compared to a good time on some other course would be like top 100. Oh, GV1 as well. Yeah, I've heard Rainbow is also quite overplayed. I just personally
Yeah,
like the
probably
track.
because probably because you just personally what?
Like the track, so I like playing it.
Probably because Rainbow Road is like a unique track.
Mm,
But is it like the only unique track? Where like there's no like other, obviously
yeah.
there's no other Rainbow Roads.
Every other level type has at least 2 tracks. What? 5894, it's still not top 100? Yeah. It's not uncommon to like go to someone's page and see that their worst ranked time is MC1. And then on MC2 you can get an easy top 100 time if you do the glitch on a flap.
Oh, I was about to say what is the glitch, and I remembered. Is it top 100 if you get the whatever thing in Ghost Valley one?
No, it's not.
Is it Ghost? Ah.
But it's I think it's like a somewhat higher rank though anyway.
It would
See,
probably be top 100 if you did it on all 5 laps, but you know.
well, yeah, but that's 5 frame perfect tracks. My Ghost Valley 1 flap is 220 rank.
No, I knew what the glitch was. I was just being stupid. My brain was just being stupid for a second.
Yeah, Mario Circuit 2 5 lap is my best rank time on NTSC.
What's your worst?
Yes. Well, actually, no, you're gonna be wrong. Except you're not, maybe. I don't.
Chocolate Island 2.
No, it's Ghost Valley 1 5 lap, which Thompson did say was also overplayed, but I haven't heard anyone like talking about Ghost Valley like that. I haven't gotten the impression that people like to play it because I don't like to play it.
No, there's like a select subset who like to play it because they like doing the jump.
I like Ghost Valley 3. It has that jump. And I think Thompson likes Ghost Valley too. which I do not like. Your favorite? Oh god. I do not like Ghost Valley 2. Specifically because of the last few turns are just really hard in a not fun way. $11.99. People get 5 out of 5 on Super Grind. But 5 out of 5 platform jump is still quite insane because it is a frame perfect trick. And on Paul, it's a coin toss on top of that. Actually, on NTSC you can do that whatever boost to go a little bit faster. So I guess it's a bit easier maybe on NTSC. When is Daryl gonna do more SMK?
Oh no, he lost access to the Nintendo Switch Online a long time ago.
No, he didn't.
I mean, he has a SNES Classic, but he doesn't want to get dusted or whatever. Take it out of retirement.
Just keep the dust on and play anyway.
Take it out of retirement. I have an original SNES, I just don't own the game, and I don't care about the game enough to buy it. It's not my favorite Mario Kart. I know, blasphemy.
Ah, fuck, I hit off-road at the end. Still a PR. If you play it more, then it will become your favorite Mario Kart. These minis are good, but nothing compared to Famicom or the USNES. But the USA SNES is ugly.
It's not ugly.
It is.
That being said, it does have a tendency to turn yellow. And when it is yellow, it is a little ugly.
But that's also a problem with all the regions. Like, I have 2 Pulse SNESes and the other one's yellow as hell.
Why did they turn yellow?
I don't really know. You really like it? Oh. Oh. It's like the early versions of the system that have like weird bad plastic or something and turns yellow. Also, some game cards have that, like the back half of my PAL Mario World is yellow, but the front half is fine.
So the back half was after they or before they fixed it, and the front half was after.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess they must have had like complaints from people who like when the SNES came out was like right when people started like noticing that the NESs were getting yellow, and so Nintendo decided to actually
Maybe.
fix it.
Is it a problem with the NES? I don't know.
I think it is. My NES is a little yellow, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I can go and look over in a second.
I don't own an NES, so I don't know. I've never owned one.
I know I can buy a new shell for it, but it's, you know, like it's the original. I have an original SNES from like when my brothers were kids, and it's yellow as crap. But you know, and there's like a chip on the side apparently on the plastic casing. Actually, my NES isn't really that yellow. It looks mostly fine, though there is like a coffee stain on it.
Yeah, I think I heard somewhere that well, the reason for the whatever second revision, the top loader NES, was that people people put stuff on the old NES. It was like a problem or something. Maybe they got complaints that I accidentally poured coffee over my NES because I put the coffee cup on the NES. Buy new shells. The new shells are really pricey. It's like the price of a new console. Oh, and I think my the yellowed SNES I have is like only the middle parts are yellow, but the sides are like normal.
My SNES is like completely yellow. Like all of the normal plastic is yellow. I mean, I like there's like some gray plastic because you know that's how it is. Like you know on the reset button that isn't yellow, but that might just be because it's so gray that I can't see the yellow. But like all of the light gray plastic is just completely yellow.
Though those light see-through cases shells would be cool though. But I don't care.
The coffee stain isn't that big. It's just like it's just like it's near the what's it called? Cartridge slot, but like it's like very tiny. It's like somebody spilled a drop of coffee, not like an entire cup.
You can just clean that off.
I can, but like it came with this. It came with the NES, you know.
Smoked black. I'd probably
No,
take
the
like a
SNES.
green one.
No, I don't really have as much of an attachment to like the NES, and I might clean off the coffee stain one day. Because the NES I bought like a year ago, it's not like the SNES where it's like the childhood or whatever. Where it's like I can't like change anything about my SNES. It's
Oh!
Speaking of like weird things, I like how my original Super Mario Galaxy disc. I don't know if I've told you this, Sion, but my original Super Mario Galaxy disc is like super. I bought a new one when I started to actually like play the speedrun the game.
Mm-hmm.
But my original Mario Galaxy disc is scratch. It still works, but you can't start a new file. So you can only because I think like the intro cutscene or something is broken. So you can only continue from an old file, which is kind of dumb. But that's the reason. That's the reason I bought a new disc. I don't know why I remember. So I don't think I was the one who scratched it because I think it was before I got like I think it was probably my brother who scratched it or something. Because it's been that way since I can remember. So saying. But yeah. Because of that I did have to I actually have 2 copies of Galaxy. But also what's it called? When I bought Galaxy it was only like $10. So like it wasn't, you know, sure I'll spend $10.
Yeah, I got both Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2 for 15 euros each. New sealed.
I also own 2 copies of Sunshine, but this is just because I'm an idiot and I couldn't find the original copy of Sunshine, and then years later I found it. And again, I needed Sunshine for 602.
I have like... I don't remember. Did I have like 3 or maybe even 5 copies of a Crash Bandicoot game? Because I played it, it got scratched because I didn't know how to take care of my discs. We bought a new one, I played it, it got scratched. We bought a new one.
But yeah, I have like 2 working copies of Super. How much is Super? I know the second one I bought, or it was only like $20. How much is it now? I know GameCube games are expensive, or at
Yeah,
least
they
they
are.
were expensive a while ago, but they haven't gone too far down in price.
Wait, Thompson has a million copies of SMK. I think SMK is a cheap game.
I found an untested disc for 25 for $30, 25 excluding shipping. And I found a tested disc for $50, and yeah. Or no, I found a different one for $40. So it's like $40 on eBay for like the top listing. So it isn't. It's actually not as expensive as I thought it would be. Some GameCube games are like super expensive.
Yeah, try looking up Twilight Princess.
Some guy's selling it for $110 of just a disc. No, some guy's selling it for $130 plus $16 delivery for just a disc.
Wow.
I saw this at $47. I was like, oh, it's a bid, not like a real thing. Oh, $50, not for the disc, just the case.
You can buy them separately for a total of $180.
Ooh, somebody's selling it for $15, but he's also saying not reading. So it's a faulty disc. Have you ever bid for something on like these sites? I never bid for things because I never want to like. I don't want to like keep track of the auction, so I just don't think about it.
Damn it. Yeah, I do bid on stuff.
I don't because I don't use like eBay enough to like.
I've never used eBay.
Well, eBay is basically what you have to use in America.
I bid on stuff sometimes, but the site I use in Finland, you can have like a bidding thingy, whatever, so it automatically bids higher up to a certain limit. So I just put that on and hope I get it.
Oh wait, no, I have. No. For a second, I thought I was about to say I have bid on something because of the NES, because I got that at a really good deal and it was about to close. But then I remembered, no, it was a really good deal. Like, the bid was even lower than the buy it now price. But I just decided to go with the buy it now price because the buy it now price was also really good and I wanted to make sure I got it. Like, I could have gotten it for a couple extra dollars, but also the guy might have like took it down or something before then. You can see I was like $50 for my NES, and it came with like a $30 game. So like, it was like and it came with like a controller and the cables that you need. Which is like insane because like that is cheaper than just that is like about the same price that I can find for other listings of the NES. Except it's just the NES, no controllers, no games, no cables. You know.
Yeah.
My guess is that guy wasn't the guy who originally owned the NES, but he was like his brother, and the guy who owned the NES died, and he just wanted to get rid of it.
Who knows? Maybe he just didn't care and wanted to get rid of it. He was moving out or something.
Who knows?
I think the best console deal I've gotten is my €8 PlayStation 1 with a mod chip, a controller, all the cables, and a memory card.
€8 for all of that?
Yeah.
How? Who's 8?
Yeah.
I thought my NES was a good deal.
Like the memory card alone is worth €8.
How was he just an idiot? Like, at least my NES, it's like a decent amount of money for all of that, and if you want to sell it quick, but like.
I don't know. So it was at the flea market thingy, not an online store.
Yeah. Even then, at the flea market, usually I've never seen anything like that. And honestly, usually consoles at the flea market are like more expensive than they are on eBay. Games are usually cheaper, but consoles are usually more expensive. Like, I remember seeing an NES at like the flea market that I went to, and it was like $80 for just the NES. Yeah.
I've also found an Xbox 360 with all the cables for €5.
Okay, if I saw that, even though I don't care much about Xboxes, I would have bought it just because €5 for that.
Yeah. I did buy it. It didn't say if it was broken or anything, but it was €5, so who cares? And it worked. It was just that the disk drive didn't open. But I bought it was just like a loose old rubber band, so I had to buy a new one from AliExpress for like €1 and open the drive. And but I mean, €6 for a working console with everything. Although it didn't have controllers, sadly, but still,
Do you still have that, or did
I do have it.
have you used it since then?
I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night on it after I modded it.
And got a controller.
Yeah. So getting a controller was the hardest part.
Did the controller cost more than the console?
I have 3 Xbox 360s now and only one controller. And the one controller was like my sister's husband had an Xbox 360 and the controller was used as a toy for their kids. So well, it worked and all, but it didn't have the battery cover. I didn't have the USB cable for it, so I just couldn't use it until I found the battery cover separately in a flea market for like €5 by itself.
The same price as the console.
Yeah. So yeah, I have 3 because I found that one for €5. I found another one for €8, and I got my sister's husband old Xbox.
Hard to guess. Maybe it's just that, like, it's hard to find a buyer in Finland, so they have to sell it for cheap for anybody to actually buy it. Whereas in America, there's so many people that you will be able to find a buyer, so that, like, they, like, if you just sell an Xbox 360 for $20, somebody will buy it here. Like, there, if you sell it for €20, there's a good chance nobody will buy it for a while because there's less people in Finland.
Yeah, I guess.
The only thing I can think of for why you're able to get so much better, so like.
Also, just PAL systems and games are just worthless.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if people
how...
care about or know about that. They just like Google Mario Super Mario 64. Oh, the NTSC American version is this much. I'll put mine for the same price.
Oh yeah. This one sold for $1 million. I'm going to sell it for $1 million.
Yeah, sometimes you do see some like really stupid prices. I think it was also a good deal. I found a Wii with all the cables and 2 controllers and a nunchuck for like 30 euros. Oh yeah, and it had Mario Kart Wii and New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
You forgot to mention that. Yeah, you could just get so many much. Your deals are so much better than mine. I swear. Like that would cost like $50. Maybe no, it was $50. That would cost like $40 for just the console.
The
Controller.
funny part about that was that whatever, it didn't say anything about the New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It was in the console when I booted it up.
Did he just whoever sold it probably just left it in there?
Maybe
Because it was in there.
dug it out of the closet and put it up for sale.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my theory is probably correct. Where like in Finland, you just don't know it. That's also probably why you got like, for example, the Japanese Mario Kart record deal because like nobody else is gonna buy it. You know, it's like.
Yeah, the listing had been up for like half a year. Why can I not do that turn? $11.95. Yeah, that's a flat PR tie, so I'm gonna finish this. Ba-da-da.
I think also it's partially just that flea markets are kind of different in America compared to Finland.
Yeah, I see flea market, but it's not really the same, I don't think.
No. Like in America, if you go to a flea market, like usually like it's still like people selling things, but like they spend like it isn't like people go there to sell all their old crap they don't need. It's like people going there to like it's more like small businesses, if that makes any sense. Like that just only operate at some times of the year, or sometimes of the, you know what I mean, sometimes of the week.
Yeah, and the Finnish flea market isn't a market, it's just a store. Open like every day of the week.
I mean, there are stores like that in America, but they're called thrift stores, where like people give away their old crap, but you don't sell them though; you give them away. That's the difference.
Yeah, we
There's a
also
lot of
have those, but those are separate.
Yeah. I guess probably the closest thing would be like a pawn shop.
I don't know how that works. Those work.
Basically, like at a pawn shop, like what you do is there's a guy, you sell your whatever crap to the guy, and then the guy puts it up in the store or sells it on eBay or something.
No, it's not like that at all.
Okay.
In a Finnish flea market, whatever, you go to the place, you say, I want this table, and then you buy the table for like a week, and then you bring your stuff there and you price them whatever, and they pay the stuff to the cashier, and you get the money from there.
I guess that's kind of similar to like the American flea market, except you have to be at the table. You can't just like tell them to.
It's more of a shelf. You just put your stuff in, and you get stickers where you can just write up the prices and stuff.
Yeah, like in America, you kind of have to like be there to man the store. But I guess it is kind of similar otherwise. But like, I was about to say the thrift stores a lot. The thing is that though, there's like a lot of people who go out looking for good deals at, like, specifically the thrift stores as I was talking about earlier. And so it's kind of hard to find a good deal because it's like there are like people whose I wouldn't say whose job it is because they don't act, but like who spend a lot of their time just going to like thrift stores and like looking at all the good deals and taking them all and selling them on eBay or something.
Yeah, there is also the occasional peräkonttikirppis, which is just like a parking lot somewhere, and people just drive there and they open their like the back of the car and they just put stuff there and they sell stuff from there. When I think about it, the word kirpputori is just like literal translation of flea market.
I think the way that flea markets are structured in America means that you have less chance. You don't, since you have to be at the store, you have to actually like be there for a significant amount of. Basically, how it usually works is like flea markets are only open in the weekends. And if you're at a flea, like, and like again, as I said, like usually the guy who owns the like usually there's like different stalls, and whoever's running the stall is there when you're buying it. So like, it isn't like you just hand. It isn't like you just like have a shelf that you put items on, and then somebody else does all the cashiering or whatever.
Yeah, we do have occasional things like that occasionally, like there's a big, like once a year thing like that nearby. Where people actually stand at their tables and they sell them like personally.
Like I feel like the fact that you have to sell it personally means that like people who are just trying to get rid of their crap don't do it. And so you tend to get people who actually like want to do it somewhat like as a side gig or something. In which case, they actually care a lot more about if what they're selling is actually like at the right price, and not just this seems right. Nobody wants an Xbox anymore, right?
Yeah, what? She's like 20 years old. Who wants that?
My 20-year-old toaster is only worth $5 now. You know, Xbox is like a toaster.
Yeah. It does the same thing. Oh, that's a flap. Cool. Yeah, that's the nice thing about this lap splits program. If I didn't have it, I would have reset this run and never known I got a PR. Rum bum 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 bum.
I guess growing up, I did hear about things like things called garage sales, which is basically like people just open up their garage and sell things to their neighbors or whatever. But like, I haven't actually seen any garage sales. It's just something that I've heard of. So it's probably something that's like popular in like a different part of America or something.
Maybe. I've heard the term
And, like,
before, but
and so like people, but it's like, well, actually, I just realized there's also a different thing about where I live that makes all this a lot more difficult. I just remembered, Florida is like the capital of old people. So it kind of makes sense that I wouldn't see too many cheap like game consoles out here, because like, who owns a cheap game console out here and is going to sell it for a cheap price? It's basically all old people.
thank you for the PR note.
Yeah, did you think that we are no capital of old people?
Yep.
It's true, I swear. There are a lot of old people in Florida.
I guess it does depend on the area and the age of people there, on what's being sold. Bum, bum, bum. I think this might be a good spot to end my first session of time trials since like a year. Actually, yeah, it's been a year. I I got the Super Famicom in December of 2024, and I did my time trials in January 2025. Then I didn't play SNK anymore for a year. Pam 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 pam. Let's raid someone.
Shadow Legends.
How do you remember it that existed?
I don't know.
Oh, Gerard
said
is
the word.
doing SNK. Gerard has an interesting stream layout. Let's go. Wish him luck.